More now on the change of leadership in China's ruling Communist Party. The party Congress brings together more than 2,200 delegates from around the country. It closed on Wednesday after a week-long meeting to select a new central committee of around 200 party leaders. On Thursday, that committee will name even higher bodies, forming China's most powerful governing circle, the Politburo Standing Committee. And it's this man, Vice President Xi Jinping, who looks set to lead, becoming General Secretary of the Communist Party. For more on the Congress, David Kelly, who's a Research Director at China Policy, joins me now from Beijing. Mr. Kelly, it's good to have you with us. Will a changing of the guard mean a change of policy?
It will, but not immediately. We normally see a cycle in which the baton is passed, as now, and then political capital is accumulated for a year or two, and then the new leader will affix his logo to some new policies. Of course, there will be policy decisions that cannot be deferred. There are economic issues, and there are also issues about state ownership, which appear to be crying out for some movement. But the positions on these issues are not strongly linked to one leader or another.
And where might we see the changes coming through?
Well, there will be some interesting developments at the next People's Congress meeting early in the new year, around March, in which we'll see probably new appointments to the bureaucracy, to the government positions, as opposed to party positions, which we're seeing now. And there we'll see the stripe of the technocrats who are coming in. This is already a pretty technocratic group, but there has been a detectable shift from engineers towards lawyers, which is interesting, and could lead to some changes.
Mr. Kelly, one thing that the party has spoken a lot about is narrowing the gap between the haves and the have-nots. Are we going to see, do you think that we will see any real policies to do that?
That's why the state-owned enterprise reforms are important. They're not the absolute engine of the economy that they used to be, because it is understood that you need to innovate and to be competitive internationally. But even there, the government and party has great faith in the so-called national team. But that national team is the source of a lot of so-called grey incomes and grey corruption. They are monopolizing some of the most profitable fields, like power and banking. And that is where a lot of the skewed nature of the income structure comes from. There's a whole lot of billionaires who emerge out of their favorable relations with the state sector. And it's very hard to reform this, because these are vested interests and they know how to fight back.